from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will come out first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
Right back to it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why... He's an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Using to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Carter. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it on second down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff to the lone back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I can't wait to watch the Vanderbilt Commodores moving forward, because without Diego Pavia, what does this squad look like? Eli Stowers was a baller, too, who just went to the NFL in the first-round pick at tight end. It's a new era. Can they sustain this offense that they've had the last couple of years? Who takes the helm? What does it look like, Palmer? I got more questions. I'd love to hear your answers.
Yeah, I mean, it's TBD, honestly, and I think it's not just replacing the playmaking ability of Pavia, running in, throwing the football, but also the moxie and the leadership and his ability to galvanize the team, put everything on his shoulders in the biggest moments. That's stuff he can't coach. And so whoever the next guy is, he's got big shoes to fill. Even though Pavia wasn't one of the bigger quarterbacks in college football, from a leadership standpoint and from an intangible standpoint, he was one of the best.
Takes a handoff. It's Alexander. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Commodores! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grab near the marker. It's Alexander. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a seam wide open, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy wasn't.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. The sure hands. It's high. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Lacey.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Looking for the score. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for the edge, it's Alexander. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carter. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Bring in the heat. Turns it loose deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And I love it when quarterbacks attack the whole field. Nice job using the sideline. When you attack the middle of the field, those safeties very much get involved. So do the linebackers. You get a lot of one-on-one matchups towards the outside. Nice job throwing it towards the sideline, and the receiver making the big play down the field.
Defense there to stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it was a good move that got him that much.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll move the tight end. Scanning the field, it's Carter. Jukes his way for more. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got a man. It's Spence. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Tennessee taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Volunteers getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game in Nashville. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Gill. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground with the counter. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because he'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
On the run, fires downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He wants to take the top off. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Alexander. Snowed under by the defense.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. Quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. That time just not able to give the QB anywhere to throw it.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Lacey.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. He'll set up to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. With the catch, it's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. This quarterback, part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Sends it back in motion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking for a man. It's Carter. He's got him. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quickly.
But what a play to get the football back. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Picks up the first down. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Right back to the well. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will...
There's a crease. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense has it. They're on the move. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Vandy.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed, takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Gonna run it. It's Lindsey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for a big gain. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Let's it fly. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. Worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back at an opportunity like this.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll keep it on the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Carter. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catches the defense off guard.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The run inside. It's Lindsey. Got a little grass. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Here's a give to Frazier. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. This coaching staff and these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff understanding who's out there.
EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.